Hi guys, this is Rahul on behalf of Revsportz, and we are now here at the Guwahati airport. We are departing for Kolkata, and of course, it's time to bid goodbye to this beautiful city of Guwahati. And we witnessed the India vs Afghanistan. Of course, the result was a bit disappointed, but the fans, the passion of the fan was incredible. The food, the atmosphere, everything was just incredible. But now, before leaving Guwahati, we are doing this video because in this video we're gonna discuss about the five key points that went wrong for India against Afghanistan. So let's take a look at the 5 points that went wrong against Afghanistan. We'll start position wise. Of course, first we'll discuss about the defensive howlers. And but before discussing that, I will go to Snehashish that you know defensive howler. Of course, a lot of gaps has been seen where Afghanistan penetrated even the last game in Ava as well. They were solid. They looked solid, but again, 4 to 5 times we have seen there were gaps in between defense. So, Shnesh, do you think that is it because of the change in defensive combination? Because in Saudi, in Qatar, in Doha, they were playing with Sandesh Jhingan, Rahul
Yes,
Beke.
more
Then
compact.
again, Sandesh got injured.
Yes.
Anwar Ali came back. So, it is because of the change in the defensive combination.
It might be, and it's not a surprising one if this is the reason because as in the last night in the after the match in the press conference, coach Igor Stimac also mentioned obviously I'm missing some players and especially Sandesh Jhingan because again he said that Sandesh Jhingan is such a player who brings compactness, who brings stability in the defense line, and we know no and apart from that he is a leader, and obviously you need a leader in the back line to guide the front players and you give that belief that I am here, you go ahead. So I think that maybe might be a reason, and and that is a reason for me. If you ask me, I think that is a reason. And for Anwar case, he played good football. I think yesterday he one of the bright player I think for India. But when you come back from a long injury, it takes time to to get back in the full rhythm of your game and to get the connection back with your teammates. So I think it might be a reason.
You are spot on, Snehashish, and just after discussing the defensive howlers, I think we should also point out the inconsistent performance from our side backs, and of course we'll have to note this. This is our second point that our side back hasn't been that kind of impressive. If you see in the last 6 to 7 games, I think last year we won our Hero Tri Nation Cup, then Intercontinental Sub Cup. In that, I think our side backs Akash Mishra and Nikhil Pujari have played a major role. And you can say that in SAF, India haven't played against such top nation, but I think Kuwait, Lebanon are very much similar to what Afghanistan did yesterday. So I think our side backs were in top form at that time, but as as the games progress, I think our side backs performance has dipped down a little bit. In the last night also, if you look back, then hardly they were threatening crosses from our side back, and hardly we have seen them coming in overlaps.
That is very surprising because if you see at the start of the AFC Asian Cup, we are very happy that we have now two young, fast side backs. Both Nikhil Pujari and Akash Mishra because they can they can run, they can
They were
put
so
crosses,
aggressive.
aggressive mentality it's okay, and then they can track back also. They are improving their defensive game also. So we are very happy with them, but. I don't know, but certainly the performance graph has been very downfall for both of them, and especially for Akash Mishra. If you see, and that's why I think Subhashish got a start yesterday. Igor Stimac also I think pointed that out. So I think Subhashish did reasonably well yesterday, but the main concern has been Akash Mishra and Nikhil Pujari's form, and hopefully maybe one more or two games maybe, and then maybe Ghosh might try Jay Gupta and other options in that position.
Maybe, of course, I also hope that if Akash Mishra and Nikhil Puja are not doing well, I think your team should think with new plans, giving chance to Amir Anwar or Joy
Yes.
Gupta. But now our next point will be, of course, our midfield. And of course, the midfield is a region where we have made Jackson Singh a lot when he was injured. But in the last 2 games, Jackson Singh was back. And of course, I won't say that if giving rating to Jackson Singh, obviously out of 10, I will give him 7 out of 10 because he has really played well. But I think our midfield is again lacking that cohesive force, together. Apuya, Jigson Singh, I think they are not gelling together.
Yes.
Because, against a team like Afghanistan, who are far behind you, then in the ranking, they are 150th. So against a team like Afghanistan, if you want to dominate, then of course your midfield will have to play a big role. So,
Yes.
what do you think, Snazzy? Last night we
Yes,
lacked
sure.
our midfield lacked
Yes,
that
yes.
intensity.
Yes, I think last night also we were discussing the same, that for any team, midfield is a position where you have to control the game, and if you don't control the game, then you can poses attacking threats on the opposition box, and because midfield is such a region where the defense, when the opposition are attacking on you, you have to control the ball, and calmly the ball you have to give back to the defenders or the goalkeepers. Then while you are looking for attacks, then you have to go for the quick passes front forwards, or long balls forward. So that's a very vital position. I think Apuya was very calm and composed. For Jigson Singh, also he has come back. He has made a comeback into the team. So it might take some time, but he has shown good composure in the middle. But still, there are some moments where he loses the ball. And one thing that struck me last night, that there are many missed passes. Like they're very short and straight players, opposition players in front of you. You're still miss passes. You're just giving the balls easily to them. So in the midfield position, if you're giving balls easily to the opposition, they will thrive at you. And that's only happened with the counter attacks that Afghanistan did yesterday last in Guwahati.
Yeah, you summed up really well. But in the last point that we should discuss, and obviously I think we need to discuss is that about the substitution. I still am not getting why our team was leading 1-0 when Igor Stimac was confident that India can pull another goal, would have taken another 2-0 lead.
Yes.
That's why I think he has brought Anirudh Thapa, Changte, when India was leading 1-0. But then I think that decision was boomerang on Indian team. And according to Ms. Niazid, I think India, when after their draw against Afghanistan, they shouldn't have been that much aggressive when he got Stimac. I think he would have gone for a defensive approach or a defensive substitution.
Yes.
Instead of Anirudh Thapa, I think he should have brought Deepak Tangri in the midfield and would have been a little bit defensive, because I think just after the substitution, you all have seen that
Yes.
Indian team
The
considered
goal, yes.
both the goals. I
Yes.
think that was the decision that backfired on us. So these are the 4 points we think.
One more, I think, the Gurpreet Howler's the goalkeeping
The
errors.
goalkeeper has been
Yeah.
bit inconsistent even in Australia and
Yesterday
Asian Cup.
he came up with two crucial saves, I
Yeah,
would say, in
of
the
course.
both halves.
But
That
again,
is
I think
commendable.
he is losing concentration as the game is progressing towards
yes,
the end.
I
Even
think-
against Australia as well.
Yes, I
he
think
did the same.
every time at one moment he is having a concentration lapse, and that is costing India. It's very hard to be Gurpreet, I think, right now, because if you see the in yesterday's game, he had so many good good saves. Like if he didn't save those, India would have more humiliated right now, like 4-1 or
But
3-1.
almost in the dying minute of the
Yes,
game, a
yes,
small
yes, a
mistake
small
that costed
mistake, and
us
that's got
hugely.
all 3 points. Otherwise, at least we could have won one. But also, as per coach, that is also the draw is also as same for as same as losing.
Now for
at home
India,
for
the
India.
Kuwait match is a must-win game, and also they need a draw against Qatar to ensure their qualification into the third round. So that's it. That's our 5 points that went wrong for India in the last game against Afghanistan. But from this Guwahati, if anything that won our heart was the fans of the Guwahati.
Yes.
They came with full of passion. Their passion was incredible. The energy was incredible, and believe me, they kept cheering throughout the whole 90 minutes. So before leaving, you should just take a look. How was the fans' atmosphere at Guwahati?
Sunil Chitri is my inspiration and he is my favorite player.
लखीमपुर से है सर, तो
हाँ छेत्री को सपोर्ट करने आए हैं। बहुत बड़ा फैन है।
हाँ सर, हम चिट्ठी सर के फुल बड़े फैन हैं।
फुटबॉल द लेजेंड, जिसके लिए हम आए। मेन मोमेंट तो है कि छेत्री सर अब तक खेल रहे हैं, इतने एज के बाद भी। बहुत से प्लेयर्स होते हैं कि वो लोग अर्ली रिटायर कर देते हैं, मतलब रिटायर हो जाते हैं, लेकिन छेत्री सर अब तक हमारे मतलब इंडिया फ्लैग के लिए खेल रहे हैं, ये हमारे लिए बहुत बड़ी बात है।
हाँ सर।
हाँ, ये इसी के लिए तो हम मरे हैं अब तक कि छेत्री आज गोल करे और हम छेत्री सर के लिए सेलिब्रेट करें।
अपॉइंटेड हो कि नहीं?
डिसअपॉइंटमेंट तो है थोड़ा सा, क्योंकि हम लोग का देश हारा है तो मन में थोड़ा सा दुख है, लेकिन कोई बात नहीं, और भी अच्छे दिन में और भी अच्छा से प्रैक्टिस करना पड़ेगा, अच्छे से खेलना पड़ेगा, तब तो हम लोग का सुधार भी हो सकता है।
आप लोग जब स्टेडियम में घुसे थे तो अब आप लोग का एक्सपेक्टेशन क्या था कि इंडिया जीत के थर्ड राउंड जाए?
एज ए इंडियन हम लोग यही चाहेंगे, हम लोग का देश आगे बढ़े, हम लोग का देश जीते। हम लोग का यही सोचना था कि हम लोग का देश जीतेगा आज, लेकिन मैच है, क्या है, हार गए आज।
तो आप लोग का एक्सपेक्टेशन है कि इंडिया आगे जाके अच्छा कर पाएगा?
क्योंकि ज़रूर कर पाएगा, क्योंकि पहले और भी बुरा हालत में था। आजकल मतलब अभी जो खेल रहा है, कम से कम वर्ल्ड कप क्वालिफायर में तो खेल रहा है, इतने में हम लोग को खुशी है। और सुनील छेत्री सर जी जो हम लोग को मतलब ऐसा मैच जिता कि हम लोग का नॉर्थ ईस्ट का नाम भी आगे ले रहे हैं, हम लोग इसके लिए खुश हैं।
Disappointed. The attacking front was nothing. It didn't show any attacking intent, and also lack of communication skill between the players. Especially the first goal, which Afghanistan scored, it was a disaster because as I've seen that Gurpreet has already collected the ball, but after that he just see that the ball went through the goal. That is not this. It shouldn't be happen because we being India, we should be very much like Afghanistan. Definitely is a lower ranking, but we can fight and we can win these matches easily. But the sporting speak, the lacking of communication between the players are very much, it is terrible.
So do you think this team can do better going forward? India
Can go do better, but the main thing is the federation and the players' mentality has to change firstly.
disappointed with the result?
Very much disappointed to our next level, to be honest, because we do not get many games in Guwahati and many fans come to watch the games, and when you are competing with a team that is far below you level and they are not even playing with their main team, then you perform this poor performance. It's absolutely disheartening. So we expected better performance from the team. We expected better performance from the whole squad. We expected better results. We expected better accountability to the fans from the whole management, from the coach, from the players, but they have been very ignorant. So yes, it's just horrendous gameplay.
So are you disappointed with the result?
The result was, I am not expecting that from India because India can do better, I know, but this is not what I am expecting from India.
So when you came to watch the game, so what was your expectation?
My expectation was like, I am predicting that it will be like 2-0 or 3-0, but I was not expecting that India will lose.
So now you are very disappointed, I can see. So, but are you expecting that this team can do better going forward?
Of course, India can do better. They have nice strikers, defenders, goalkeepers, but
Do you think they can do better under Igor's team only, or they need a new coach?
they don't need a new coach.